Hey guys, Kyler reviewing set 71752, the Ninja Subspeeder. This set released in summer of 2021, retails for €40 and comes with 4 minifigures. Well, that said, let's get into the review. So the first minifigure in this set is Jay in his scuba gear, which looks really great. My only complaint, why did they give him a blaster? He's clearly meant to be in the Subspeeder, and you can't really fit the blaster in his hand in it, so I don't get what the point was. This kind of seems redundant, but fair enough, I guess. If you also remove this, which is a new mold yeah, it is a new mold, I'm pretty sure, that was introduced just for this wave, which you can just see his face is back there, which I'm not going to remove this. Well, actually, I'll remove them if you get a look at the back printing, but not for the face printing, because you already know what Jay looks like at this point. It's like 5 years old, this printing is. You can just see, like, this is just a really great suit. I think it might be one of my favorite out of the Seabron wave, although, personally, I'm not a big fan of these scuba suits. They're probably my least favorite out of all the suits that have been ever released, but that's just my opinion. But if we turn them around back and remove the scuba, you can get a better look at the printing at the back, which you can just see its zipper, as this is meant to be a wetsuit. Would be pretty accurate. Also, I guess if you're wondering, this is what the front looks like if you remove the scuba gear. It also does come with flippers, which I'm not going to put on them because he just won't fit on the stand, which also, if you are wondering as well, yes, every minifigure in this wave, I'm pretty sure, comes with flippers. Except maybe Belthamar, and obviously, the main villain, whose name I cannot remember. Yeah, him. Well, that said, let's move on to the next minifigure in this. Next minifigure in the set, which isn't a canon suit, but nonetheless, it's probably the best suit of the wave. Just saying. Yeah, it's Cole's. I really freaking like that printing on his chest. It just looks sick. Really fits Cole. Overall, it's a really great suit. Also, if you remove again I don't know if you want the helmet, I guess. You can just see his face printing under there, which it's the same. Actually, no, I think it's different called face printing they've used with this one. I'm not too sure. Is there? Let me know in the comments. Is there a difference between the movie Cole and the Legacy one, like headpiece? I'm not too sure, but yeah. He also does come with a gun as well, which is just the same mold with a different attachment. Not too much else to say about that. And if we remove the scuba gear as well, you can actually see at the back, it's like it's not a zipper, instead it's armor, which looks really sick. Just a really good looking suit in general. Again, the best, even though it's not canon, but yeah. But all that said, let's move on to the last two minifigures in this set. And the last two minifigures in this set are the Melopian Warriors, or the Hydra Whippers, as most people call them. They've got this very unique thing as well of having like black weapons, which is not something a lot of Ninjago villains have. I also do like you get like the dragon hilt in black, which I think that's the only other color it comes in. So I guess no reason to use bricks and pieces for the set. The other accessory as well is the wave amulet or sea amulet. I think it's the wave amulet. It's been a while. I haven't watched Seabound since summer last year, but I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've reviewed these minifigures before. If you haven't seen the review of the Lloyd mech, you should definitely do it. I don't remember what the mech was called. I think it's a salvage mech or something. Yeah, before I forget anything else, let's just move on to the build of this set. So taking a look at the build, fantastic, by the way. This is like a really good Seabound set, a really good like Ninjago car set in general, especially when you compare it to the ones that released this year. Just aren't that good. You can just open here. You have Jay sitting in the driver's seat. I forgot as well. There's no studs in there to keep him stuck. It is just plates, which is fine, but also is good at the same time since you can fit him with the flippers on. You can close down as well. It doesn't completely close down. There's like a small gap there. There's also a gap there as well, which, I mean, this is meant to be a submarine, but that's fine. I forgive it. It's Lego. But you kind of have to expect at this point. I really do like as well the elemental guns, which go along the side here. I think that looks really good. Just extra detail. At the front here as well, you have this little drone, which, yeah, it looks fine. I don't think this was ever in the show. It's got two I guess now two old stud shooters at the side. It looks fine. I like the Technic pin design in the dome. That looks really cool in the vehicle. But obviously with it taken off, the Technic pins are both exposed, which doesn't look good. But there is actually one extra thing in this vehicle, and that's the transformation. Turns the vehicle into this. I don't think it's ever shown in the show. Again, I haven't seen C-Bound since it came out. Might have been. It looks fine. Not something I particularly like to display it like this. I usually display it with the wheels in the normal way, but it looks fine at the front. These are meant to, I think, be hovering. At the back, then you have these for the engine. It looks fine. Obviously, you can't really makes a lot of noise if you try to move it, which, yeah, it's to be expected. Overall, really great. Maybe uses too much stickers, kind of. Yeah. Well, so let's move on to the instructions. Which I think the instructions is just like a more vertical look of the box there. And if we go to the back to see the ads, we have here, you have, yeah, this is it, I think, for all the C-Bound, which kind of, wow, there's not much C-Bound sets. Yeah, I think this wave is a bit overpriced. I won't lie, it's like a lot on the pricey side, like, especially the Hydra Bounty. I know at least in Ireland, the Smiths just kept fluctuating that price. It's insane, like every week it would change. But yeah, you also have some of the play features here. Nothing else to say about this. Yeah, I think the C-Bound wave is, it's decent overall, a bit overpriced, but decent. But yeah, well, I said, let's move on to the box and the final verdict. Which, this is a wide box. Like, this just doesn't fit on my shelf, which is the reason I'm reviewing it on the desk. The box art looks pretty cool. You have Energy Nia there, which looks pretty cool as well. And at the back, you have like Ninjago City being flooded. Again, looks pretty good. And if we flip to the back, you can see some more of the play features and as well as like a general size of this build, which it's kind of big. It's not too huge for a Ninjago vehicle. And just, yeah, play features there and stuff. Overall, yeah, it's pretty good. I'd say it's one of the best C-Bound sets for the price, at least. I mean, overall, really great. If you don't have like any C-Bound sets, this is a good place to start rather than the mech. The mech is cheaper, but it looks a lot worse. But yeah, I didn't really have anything else to say. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. See you.